Today we join our nation in celebrating a special group of people. A group of people that we often overlook. They make up a small percentage of our U.S. population. However, they have contributed greatly to our American history and our nation's legacy. Can anyone tell me what group of people we celebrate in the month of November? Yes, sir.
It's Alaskans and Native Tribes Month.
That's correct. I did not know that before I was asked to speak and deliver opening remarks. In 1990, President Bush signed a joint resolution declaring November as the National American Indian and Alaskan Native Heritage Month. So during the duration of this month, we stand together with the nation and we honor and recognize the exceptional and distinctive contributions, the unique talents and cultures of our Native American brothers, the shipmates, and what they provided to the United States Navy. Before I continue, I'd like to recognize a few folks. Petty Officer Onehouse, would you please stand? Seaman Smith and Chief Hoffman, please stand. These are the members of the Multicultural Committee. They put together this fine event, this fine program. Following my brief introduction, Petty Officer Smith will provide a PowerPoint, followed by some dancing. And then again, there's no true Heritage Month celebration without food, and these fine ladies and gentlemen have put that together. So please give them a round of applause. Thank you guys. So just to give you some brief remarks on the American Indian and Alaskan Native peoples, there are 566 federally recognized tribes in the United States. That's 4.5 million people, making that 1.5% of the U.S. population. 1.5%. In the Navy, there are 15,000 active and reserve and civilian personnel. That roughly makes up about 1.7%. So we are lockstep with the national average. Officers, we're a little low. We do not mirror those numbers. About 0.6% of the officer percentage is Native American. But as far as the enlisted are concerned, we're above that average. When you think of naval heroes and military leaders, you don't think of Native Americans per se. But there are plenty of Native Americans that have contributed to our naval history and our legacy, and I'd like to share a few of those accomplishments with you today. Native American seamen served on continental and state vessels during the War of Independence. During the Civil War, as many as 20,000 Native Americans contributed to Union and Confederate forces. More than 44,000 American Indians served during World War II. Including Lieutenant Commander Ernest Evans of Cherokee ancestry, who was posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor for his actions in the Battle of Leyte Gulf. Also in the Pacific from 1942 and 1945, Navajo code talkers transmitted messages by telephone and radio using their native language, saving the lives of countless troops and helping win numerous battles. Lastly, Naval Test Parachutist Misty Dawn Warren, a Choctaw, was selected by NASA to participate in the Space Shuttle Recovery System Surveillance Test Program in Houston, Texas. Finally, the last message I'd like to leave you guys with is diversity and the inclusion of many experiences, talents, backgrounds are important to the Navy and to me. It's important that we celebrate these months and honor the many cultures and traditions that make up this great nation. So with that said, I'll go ahead and open the floor to questions, and then following questions, we'll go ahead and get this party started. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, OS2 Divine, I know you said and recognize the folks on the committee to put everything together for today's celebration, but what are we having planned for the rest of the month? I didn't see anything posted in the POD or the plan of the week about what the rest of the month will have as far as celebration.
Yes, ma'am. We're going to go ahead and have POD announcements, just giving brief facts and accomplishments every day. I have those on my desk, and we'll go ahead and put those out as soon as we leave from here. We also have lots of information on poster boards throughout the the P-way outside the mess hall. And then we're also going to have various speeches and guests come in to provide information to the rest of the crew.
Sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Seaman Timmy, what's for dinner, sir?
For dinner, Petty Officer Smith, what's on the menu?
I didn't ask Petty Officer Smith,
We
Oh.
have pork chops, white rice, broccoli for dinner.
Thank you, CS2.
Salad bar.
Very
peanut
Native
butter
American-ish.
sandwich.
Thank you for not going down the stereotypical avenue. Thank you. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Stephen Sheldon, just got a question for you, sir. How come we don't have a Irish Heritage Month? You know, we celebrate these, the Native American, Alaskan Native. How come we don't have an Irish Heritage Month, sir?
Petty Officer? Petty Officer Sheldon?
I hope to be someday.
Okay, or Stephen Sheldon, I'm sorry. There is a Irish American Heritage Month that is celebrated in March. So if you'd like to get together with the Multicultural Committee and put something together, have an Irish jig or whatever you'd like to do, please come see these folks, and I'm sure we'll do something fabulous like we are now. Yes, sir.
Anthony Jones, sir, is it gonna be possible for us to get those cowboy hard hats to wear in the forecastle when we do unreps like the unrep shifts have? I've asked BMC, and he keeps telling me, stop asking.
Both, I appreciate the question. You know, it would be in line with our namesake, being the Comstock and recognizing the Comstock load of 1869. However, I don't feel it's very safe to have those hard hats. And also, we would like to be in lockstep with the rest of the Navy and just make sure that we conform with the Navy regulations.
Are we even obtaining a stagecoach on the mast like the Petty Officer Association was pushing for last month?
That's a possibility. We'll probably do that on deployment. Come see me afterwards, and we'll see if we can get that done.
Thank you.
Thank you, boats. No further questions. Let's get the party started.